Well, the Timor solution or not. The government's struggling to find a destination for its plan to process asylum seekers offshore. Diplomatic turbulence has forced the Prime Minister to shy away from naming East Timor as her preferred place. Now, Julia Gillard has raised Papua New Guinea as a second option. From Canberra, Nick Harmson reports.
It may not be his state of origin, but Tony Abbott had little trouble winning over banana benders.
Rudd was a dud. This man's a champion.
In the marginal seat marketplace that is Brisbane's west, both leaders sought to capitalise on the potent issue of asylum seekers.
And look, for all of Kevin Rudd's faults, at least he knew something about foreign policy, which plainly the new Prime Minister doesn't.
Julia Gillard insists her solution is proceeding full steam ahead.
What's new is my determination to achieve this. What's new is my determination to relentlessly pursue it.
But settling on a location for asylum seeker processing is far from resolved. Where will it be?
Well, this will have to emerge from the work with our regional neighbours.
So you don't know?
That's exactly why I said there would be no quick fix.
On Tuesday, the Prime Minister pointed to an East Timor solution.
In recent days, I have discussed with President Ramos Horta of East Timor the possibility of establishing a regional processing centre.
A statement she's now distancing herself from.
I'm not going to leave undisturbed the impression that I made an announcement about a specific location.
6 times she refused to name East Timor, and by day's end, she'd even suggested an alternative.
Papua New Guinea, I believe, is a signatory to the Refugee Convention, but obviously I am now going to build, on the set of conversations that we've seen happen this week.
In the inevitable rush to an election date...
I think it'll be August the 21st or August the 28th, one or the other.
The opposition says Julia Gillard has erred by consulting the President of East Timor and not the Prime Minister who heads the government.
Depending upon the agreement of a foreign government, before she's even got that agreement, before she's even properly consulted with that government, is a Prime Minister who doesn't really know what she's doing.
Well, if we were to do it the other way, people like ABC journalists would accuse us of doing it in secret and ask why you weren't told.
The murky waters surrounding the border protection debate clouded a far more positive message for the government. The unemployment rate has fallen to a 17-month low, confounding economic forecasters. The headline figure is down to 5.1%, driven by a rise in the number of part-time jobs, which almost doubled the increase in full-time positions.
We've created 350,000 additional jobs over the past year. That is a very good outcome for the Australian economy in what has been very difficult circumstances elsewhere. But
it's an outcome that may influence the Reserve Bank's thinking at its August meeting. A campaign rate rise would augur ill for Julia Gillard.
Oh, you think you're being Prime Minister? Okay, well, there'll be a job opportunity there at some point.
Just not, she hopes, too soon. Nick Harmson, Lateline.